Hey y'all. Happy Monday. We made it. Oh my gosh. We made it to the last Monday of 2020. Can we just sit in that for a second? Just sit in the simple fact that we made it to the last Monday of 2020. We are almost there. And I got something to say. I honestly was not sure if I was going to have a last Motivational Monday, like on the last Monday. I wasn't sure. I didn't know if I would have anything to say, but I do. I got something for y'all. Do it scared. Whatever it is, do it scared. If you're scared, if you have reservations, if you are worried or anxious or unsure, do it anyway. And honestly, trust me, I know, I get it. I believe you if you tell me, oh, that's easier said than done, because I didn't say it was easy, but do it anyway. If 2020 has taught me nothing else, it has taught me that we can do it even if we're afraid. We've been doing it for the past 10 months, 8 months now. I don't know. However long we've been in this pandemic, we've been doing it scared. Because we didn't know what the coronavirus was. We didn't know what effects it would have. We didn't know who we were still going to have with us or who was going to pass or what was going to happen. And we still did life. Scared out of our minds. Some of us terrified to death. And we still did it. We still chose life, even though we were scared. And you can do the same thing with whatever it is that you want to do with your life. You can do that with whatever it is that your purpose is, whatever it is that you're passionate about. Do it scared. Because when you acknowledge that you're afraid, when you acknowledge that you're fearful, when you acknowledge that I'm very uneasy about this, that is the first step in overcoming the fear. If you look at something or you think about an idea, you have a plan, and you just are completely honest with yourself and say, you know what, I'm scared. Good. Because that means you care. That means it really means something to you. That means that it resonates so deeply within your heart that you don't want it to fail. That you don't want it not to work. When you do it scared, you're doing it. You do it regardless of what other people are saying. You do it regardless of what the numbers look like. You do it regardless of what your family or your friends are talking about. You do it anyway. And if you can overcome fear, you can overcome anything. Do not ever let yourself stop being great because you're scared. 2020 has taught us to do so many things scared. We've never been afraid to go to the grocery store, but we were going anyway. We still needed to go. We still needed to get those things, right? We did it scared. You've never been afraid to go to work, but they talked about a pandemic and you still went to your job. You did it scared. You did it because you had to. And because you had to, you got it done. The same thing should be applied to our passion and our purpose. Do it because you have to. Do it because God gave it to you. Do it because it was intended for you to live your life as happily as possible. Do it because you were made to serve. And it might not be everybody. It might not be in a just ginormous capacity, but we are all made to serve. We all have purpose. We all have a gift. And sometimes we sit on those gifts and that purpose and that passion because we're scared. So let me ask you, would you be more afraid of the what if than just trying? Because I tell you what, I'm more afraid of not knowing what I could have done or who I could have been by actually taking a chance on myself than I am afraid of not trying at all or not working. It's gonna happen. We fail often as humans. We make mistakes. We try things and they don't work. But you know what? You take what you have there and you utilize it. You take what you learned in that process and you use it. You take whatever resources, whatever tools, whatever connections, whatever network you built, and whatever it is that failed, and you use it for the next. When you start something new, like I know y'all have seen the meme or the picture or whatever, it's not starting from scratch. It's starting from a point of knowledge. It's starting from a point of experience. It's starting not all the way at the bottom. You're in the middle. Do it scared. Do it scared out of your mind. Dream so big that it almost seems impossible to obtain. But after you dream it, write it down. Write that vision. Make it plain. And then go do it. It's scary. Everything in this world is scary. Life is scary. But it's so much more terrifying to not know. It's such a gut-wrenching feeling when you look at the next person who's doing the very thing that you want to do. We can't do that anymore. We can't keep sitting on our gifts. We can't keep sitting on our time. We can't keep sitting on the energy and the resources and the tools and the knowledge that we have because we're scared. We wouldn't have all these things if we weren't supposed to use them. We wouldn't have all this God-given talent if we weren't supposed to use it. When you do those things that come so naturally to you that you look at other people like, why are you struggling? That's a gift. Use it. Use it to be the best you can be. Use it to do whatever it is that your heart is telling you to do. I am so much more afraid of not trying. I'm so much more afraid of me sitting on these ideas and life just passes me by. I'm so much more afraid of not doing what I was called to do than to ever worry about anything else. And that's all we have to do. I promise you, in 2020, people have been scared out of their minds. People have been scared to the point of no return. And they have still done what they had to do just to survive. Just to survive, just to keep making it, right? So let's take that same energy, that same push, that same determination and apply it to what makes our heart happy. Let's give it to God. Let's let it fly and let's see what happens. I said it last week and I will say it this week. 2021 is going to be unbelievable. It's going to be unexplainable. It's going to be something so big, but only if you let it. Limitations are only as big as your mind makes them up to be. Because no one limits you but yourself. No one stops you but yourself. And there's nothing anywhere that says that you can't. I get that from Jingle Jangle. I don't know if y'all caught that, but I was like, oh, that's a word. Nothing says that you can't. Nothing says that you shouldn't. Nothing says don't, but you. And if you're the only one in your way, move. It's time out for that. We got too much to do. We got too many gifts. We got too much talent. We got too much passion. We got too much heart to keep sitting on these gifts. What are we doing? Like, seriously, what are we doing? In 2021, I plan to be very uncomfortable. I plan to be very uncomfortable because I have decided that I'm going to take 100% of the shots from the free throw line. I'm going to take 100% of the chances. I'm going to say yes to the opportunities that God presents me with. I'm going to say no to those things that don't sit right in my spirit. And I might be scared sometimes. And that's when I'll be uncomfortable because I'm unsure, because I don't know. But I'm going to do it anyway. Because I already know that the assignment for my life is so much bigger than I could ever imagine. Just like the assignment for your life is so much bigger than you could ever imagine. Stop limiting yourself. Do it scared. Do it anyway. Do it in spite of. There's always going to be haters. There's always going to be people telling you no. There's always going to be people saying you shouldn't do that or that's not going to work. The numbers aren't always going to look right. The money is not always going to add up. I've known people who have started with $15 in their pocket and they're sitting pretty now because they did it scared. Nothing that seems logical said they were going to make it. But that's the whole point of living in purpose. That's the whole point of walking in purpose. You do it regardless of what it looks like to everybody else because we're not worried about everybody else. We're worried about us. We're worried about our hearts. We're worried about our heart posture. Do it scared. Do it anyway. Do it in spite of. Because what do you have to lose except the what ifs? What is a no? 2 letters. 1 word. Move on. Go to the next. You might get 1,082 no's. You need 1 yes to change your life. You need 1 minute to change your life. You need 1 second to change your life. All you need is 1. But we sit here and we count all the ways that we might not get that 1, not realizing that that's all we need. 1,000,000 no's. 1 yes still trumps that. 1,000,000,000. I don't think this is a good idea. 1 yes still trumps that. 1 yes is all you need, and you are not going to get it if you're sitting there scared. Get out of your head. Get out of your way. We got work to do. And I say this because I mean it, because I believe it, y'all. I have failed miserably in my 29 years of living, okay? I have lost everything in my 29 years of living, and I have gotten so much more back in my 29 years of living because I never let the no's stop me. I never let the what if stop me. I never let the fear stop me. When I say I lost everything, I mean that I lost everything. I mean that I went into a whole business for myself and it went under quickly. And I had nothing. But now, not even a whole 2 years later, but now, come on now. We got work to do, and we can't do it scared. Fear clouds judgment. Fear makes us second guess. Fear makes us pause. We don't have time for that. If you're going to do this thing, we're going to do it. We're going to do it together. We're going to do it right. We're not going to stop until we get there. Yeah, you might get knocked down. That don't mean you stop. Yeah, you might get tripped up. That don't mean you stop. That means go harder. That means go faster. That means let's get this thing done. Look at what you have right now. Whatever it is. Look at your resources. Look at your tribe. Look at your people. Look at your money. Look at your plans. You got it. You got everything that you need. You just have to do it. And if you're scared, it's okay. It's okay. You can be scared, but do it anyway. I know it's easier said than done. Trust me, I've been there. I've done that. I got about 4 t-shirts. But do it anyway. Because if you do it scared, once you get it done, then you can go back and you can tell somebody, I did it. Scared out of my mind. And look at me. I did it not knowing which way was up. And now I'm going to pull you up. We've done so much in 2020, scared out of our minds. We did so much for other people in a pandemic. We've done so much for our communities, for our kids, for our parents, for our loved ones. In front of an international crisis. Everybody's been scared this year at one point or another. And we still got it done. If you can do what you have to do to get whatever paycheck or whatever money you need to take care of your family, then you need to do the same thing for your purpose. You need to go for it. You need to try it. Do it scared. Whatever it is. We don't have time, y'all. Life is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. People have been passing left and right. And now is not the time to sit on it. Now is not the time to wait. What are you waiting for? I told y'all last week, we don't wait. We start today. We do it now. Scared and all. Because I promise you, your story, the time that you're taking, all the work that you're putting in, it is not in vain. It does not fall upon deaf ears. It does not fall on the sight of blind eyes. People see you, they hear you, they're watching you. They want to see what you're going to do next. They want to know how you did it. Tell them I did it scared. I did it scared out of my mind. And now I'm here. We all are here with each other. We're all on this thing, on this journey called life, right? We all have ups and downs and good days and bad days and sad days and happy days. We all go through it. But it's up to you to decide if you're going to let those days, those moments, those minutes define your life. Life is scary, right? Everything we got going on right now is scary. People keep asking me how I feel about 2021. I feel great. Am I scared? A little bit. I'm not even going to hold you. But I know that my purpose is so much bigger than my fear. I know that what I have to do, what I've been assigned to do, is so much bigger than my fear. I know that I would feel so much worse letting down the people that I know depend on me than being afraid and not trying at all. I can't deal with the what ifs. I can't deal with who I could have been. I can only deal with who I'm meant to be, who God has told me to be, who the people in my life have told me that I'm supposed to be, who I know I'm supposed to be. Scared and all. There's 1,000 times when I do things scared, y'all. Doing these motivational Mondays sometimes, but I do them scared. I don't know sometimes what's going to come of me talking. I don't know sometimes if I'm saying anything that people need to hear. I doubt myself sometimes. I question the things that I do sometimes. I know that things don't always make sense to other people. Sometimes they don't even make sense to me. But I do them anyway. Scared out of my mind. And I tell you what, when you do it scared, God sees you. He sees your heart. He knows that behind that fear is faith. And it might just be the size of a mustard seed. It might be the size of a grape. And it might be the size of the biggest boulder ever. Just because you have faith don't mean you're not scared sometimes, because we all human. But your fear should never trump your faith. Do it scared because you know that without a shadow of a doubt, you're supposed to make it. You're supposed to be somebody. You are of importance. You are needed. You are necessary. And if no one has ever told you, I'm telling you right now, because if you're watching this live or if you happen to catch it later, it is not by accident. You are of value. You are of so much value. So whatever it is that you feel you're supposed to be doing, do it. Scared and all. By yourself. Do it. Because somebody's going to see you. Somebody's going to rally behind you. Somebody's going to support you. And it's probably going to be someone you've never even met in your whole entire life. I'm not telling you something I heard. I'm telling you something I know. Do it scared. I got you. I'm here for you. I'll hold your hand. I'll walk with you. I'll talk with you. I don't care. I'm going to let you know right now in 2021, my time is no longer free. But I'll be here with you. And we can do it together. Whatever it is, we going to do it. Scared and all. All right? Okay? I hope that you enjoy this last week of 2020. I hope you do something that makes your heart smile. I hope that you love on somebody. I hope that you get rest. I hope that you get organized, declutter, whatever it is that you need to do to get ready for this new year. Write out those goals. Make those vision boards. If you want to make an affirmation board, I can hop up here and do a live and show y'all how I make affirmation boards. It's one of my favorite things to do. It's very therapeutic, actually. And it's something real good, okay? But we got to do it, y'all. Whatever it is, do it. Listen, we've done enough in 2020 afraid out of our minds. That doing something for you for the rest of your life, doing something that will change the rest of your life, doing something that will change you as a person, we can do that scared too. If we can do life scared, We can do purpose scared. We can do passion scared. We can fulfill our life's goals scared. Okay? If you need me, I'm here for you. You can hop in my DMs. If you got my number, you know you can call me. I'm still a very, 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 I couldn't think of the word. That's why you got all those berries. I love tacos. So if you ever need me and you want to get a taco, I know we're still social distancing, so I can get mine, you can get yours, and we can park and lock this thing out now, okay? But I'm here for the people. I'm here for y'all. I'm here for me. I'm here for everybody. But we're going to do this thing, and we're going to do it scared. We're going to do it unapologetically, and we're going to do it together. Y'all have a great rest of your Monday, and I'll see y'all in 2021.